are 6 or close to 6 o'clock, but we are here a little bit earlier to honor a very special person to Long Beach School District. Most all of you know who we're here to honor tonight. This person, I think at the beginning of the year, everybody who knows what we did with our opening convocation knows that we are really focusing this year on making an impact with every moment that we have in our school district to leave our legacy of being a system of excellence in Long Beach School District. And that didn't happen overnight by any means. It happened because of strong, amazing leaders that we've had, and they built the foundation for us to continue to build upon. And there is no one who has built a stronger foundation for the Long Beach School District than Miss Carrolyn Hamilton. If you know, you know. She is amazing. I don't think I've ever met someone who has more knowledge about this district than her. I think she could probably tell you the millage for every single year she was the superintendent. She could tell me mine and I couldn't tell you. But more than that, she is the epitome of what a superintendent should be. There are times where this job is very hard and you sometimes don't feel like you're enough or you've done the best job you could do with something and you kind of get frustrated and kick yourself around. And so I've called Miss Hamilton sometimes and I've vented because it's lonely on the top and there's not very many people you can talk to. And let me just tell you what her words to me are. First of all, she tells me to stop whining. Then, the second thing is she goes, you go into a school and you visit those students and you remember why you're here. And she has a love for students, and she always has put students first with every choice and decision that she has made, and that's what really has set her apart in this district, and I'd say in the nation as a superintendent. I really look up to her and admire her, and so in honor of her dedication and her leadership and her passion and her love for not just the city of Long Beach and Long Beach School District, but most importantly, for the students of the Long Beach School District, we are here on behalf of the Board of Trustees to dedicate the wing expansion of Harper McCaughan to her. And before we do the unveiling of her plaque, I know our board president would like to say a few words.
Yes. You got to smile. It's a good occasion. And so she's great, but you also had a great person before you too. Your dad, who was between the two of y'all, is a big reason as to why we're so good today. So, when we were talking the other day, and so me and Ms. Hamilton goes way back. So we started back right after Katrina when we were up against a lot of odds against us. And the school we're in here today is here because of your push to work and get this completed. So not only the one hall in there you're responsible for, she's a big part of why we're in this building today. And so, I admire you. You're not only a great superintendent, you're also a good friend, and to not only the school district, but for the city. And I want to thank you for everything you've done for us, and I've learned a lot from her. There was some rough times back in the budget times, and we worked together and got it back under control, and now look where it's at. It's good. It's still good.
Very well.
Anyway, I can't say enough. Her dedication to this school district. A lot of y'all don't realize how dedicated she is. She didn't stop at superintendent when she retired. She kept going, and to this day, she's still supporting this school district. So, anyway. Like how you said, we always lean on her.
Yes.
For information.
Yes, she is currently a very active member in our foundation, Long Beach Excellence in Education Foundation. And I also want to give a very quick thank you to her family. Yes. Because I know the sacrifices she had to have made, and especially her children. I mean, I don't know how she did all she did when y'all were younger and all the gains she made, because I know that she was a wonderful mother to y'all, but also a wonderful mother to over probably 3,000 students at that time. And so I know that y'all sacrificed. So I want to thank all of you for being here. And would you introduce really quick your family that is with us today?
Yes. Thank you. I have part of my family here. We're spread out now, but my husband Jim, who worked with me in the district, wrote a lot of grants, did a lot of curriculum, and we couldn't have done that without him. My brother David and his wife Carol, my sister Linda, my sister Lisa, And then my son Joey, his wife Taylor, they put up with a lot of times that I was not there, and I appreciate it. And then the little one that's very important is Casey James, and he's 14 months. And you'll see him signing, he's ready to eat. He has tried the teacher's lounge and all over this place and can't find anything. So we'll be leaving. But I love Long Beach. It was just my greatest honor to work here as a teacher and then as principal at McCaughan Elementary back when it was on Jeff Davis. And then at the middle school as a principal, then as a principal at the high school. Come here. Okay. But, and then as superintendent. The district means a lot to all of us. My dad was superintendent here for 34 years. From 51, he became superintendent. He was, at the time, he had been in Long Beach about a year. And he was a football coach and a basketball coach, and he taught business. And he told the story that one day the then superintendent called the faculty in for an assembly, and it was at the auditorium at the old Jeff Davis.
Yep.
That was the high school at the time, the only school. And the superintendent, when everybody got in, said, I quit and it was January, put his keys on the stage and turned around and walked out. So the school board had an emergency meeting, and back in that time in 51, it was unheard of for a woman to be a superintendent. And there were 2 men on staff, and one didn't exactly speak the King's English, and so they said the only choice was Daddy to finish the rest of the year. So he came in and thought it would be, 6 months, and he stayed 34. And we learned to love Long Beach and this school district. It meant the world to us. My family sacrificed a lot back when I was principal and when I was superintendent, and I can't tell them how much I appreciate it. I missed a lot of stuff for them, but now retirement is wonderful. And I get to do everything with them and see the grandkids. Casey's my youngest. I have 3 in Jackson with Jimmy's children, and then I have 1 out in Texas with Kristen, and they couldn't make it, but means the world to be able to spend time with them. I was not successful by myself or by my knowledge. I had tremendous help from a school board, from faculty. Students were wonderful. I tell people all the time, and I taught in other districts, and I tell our teachers, you don't know how lucky you are until you've been somewhere else, because our students are polite, they're caring, they have parents who want them to succeed, and they do what you ask them to do. I really don't remember a time that I ever had a problem with a student. Maybe with their parents, but not with a student. That's the truth. So I really appreciate this honor. I was lucky to work with Sandy and Tim, and I worked with Talia when she was a teacher. I had, like I said, great staff, great administrators, and everybody loved this school. So thank you. This school was built after Katrina. We lost Jeff Davis Elementary, which is where I started school when it was an elementary, and then it became McCaughan. We lost it. FEMA did not want it built back downtown because they said it wasn't fair to the American public to have to rebuild it if we had another storm. And I told them, well, the problem is if I move it, it becomes an improved project, and we've got to come up with 20%, and the district had no money after Katrina. So they kept saying, well, we want you to move it. And I said, well, then you got to do something to pay the full thing. And they basically did. If they want it done enough, you hold out, they'll do it. So this school and the playgrounds cost this community about $300,000. The rest of it's paid by FEMA. So, and now y'all are continuing with your building at the high school and improvements. But I just want to thank all of y'all. Congratulations. I see that soccer team that I've kept up with, and I'm really proud of you. My husband and Eddie Holmes coached soccer for years, and our 3 children. I used to know where every soccer field was in the bottom 10 states, I think. But congratulations on all your hard work, and thank y'all so much. It means the world.
That we're going to dedicate for Miss Hamilton in her honor of everything that she's done for this district, and it's a lifetime for me because I've been with her. I was at that Jeff Davis.
Yeah.
I started there as well, and then I went to what was Green Acres, and then became Mr. Reeves Elementary.
Yeah.
And so it's a town you got to love. And it's people like you and the people that are here from Long Beach that make this such a great place, because it's not your normal community. It's a real good, tight family. So, with that said, we'll get that off and
Oh, nice.